Oh, 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 oh. Uh, uh, uh. I'm out of town, thugging with my round.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the Two Ways to Say It podcast. I am Ashley.
This your boy KC. Y'all know.
Yeah, they know.
They
So,
know.
we're gonna go ahead and get straight into it tonight. We want to hold y'all on, like the pastor say. So tonight we'll be talking about oversharing on social media. Do you think that's a big thing? Because I do. I don't be
I do
wanting to know
too.
all y'all business. Like
Exactly.
but it is interesting though. So you can keep
Right.
posting. But
Right.
it's yeah. So what you think about it? Like this whole, people posting their relationships, the problems anyway, and
hmm
parenting. We'll get into all of that. But right now we'll just focus on the relationship part. How you feel about that?
Okay. So we had recent incidents on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna just say in general first, and I'm gonna just dive into these little recent incidents, I guess, to give an example. So for me, when people overshare in their relationship, I think it's very tacky. I don't like to see baby mama and baby daddy drama on Facebook. The
Mm-hmm.
only communication y'all got is on social media. Y'all edit like y'all don't got each other number because it's for
Mm-hmm.
audience. I don't like that. And what a lot of people don't realize is that all that arguing stuff you're doing on social media probably can be resolved in private. I think putting it
Right.
on social media makes it worse. So I honestly don't see no good in oversharing on social media. And like poor minds. Oh, I'm wearing their shirt today. But like they say, it'd be better to bring back shame. Let's bring back a little shame because it seems like nobody has shame in anything. It's okay to be embarrassed online. You just tell everything.
Right.
We don't need to know all that. I understand social media has a chokehold on everybody, but when we realize that we only make things worse by oversharing, then we might can get somewhere. So,
Especially like with the baby mama, baby daddy drama or boyfriend, girlfriend drama. They
hmm
always write like a paragraph like, oh, he did, she did, and then right at the end of it, like, oh, but y'all will find out how they are.
yeah,
Well, why we just couldn't find out how they
can't
are?
find
Like
out. Yeah, I'm
like
telling you,
you
like,
literally just giving out all y'all information. And I feel
hmm
like once that anger settles, you'll
hmm
realize like you literally just embarrassed yourself.
yep.
And if children are involved, your kids too. Like
Yeah, and
so
even your
yeah,
family. And
true.
then one thing people don't it's like I don't know how people don't realize this. Even it's more than just a relationship stuff. But since we're in a relationship, when you put some on social media, there's no taking it back. When you put some on the internet,
Mhm.
that is it. So I don't honestly, me personally, I don't see how people take people back after they dog them out online. That's just me in a relationship. That is. I
Yeah.
don't because it's so many ways. It's one thing to talk about somebody, but to try to embarrass me in front of the world because that's basically you got to look at the internet like it is. Because the internet is like it can get in the hands of anybody. Everybody watch it.
Mhm.
Everybody can repost. Everybody can screenshot. Like this is not going nowhere. So
Right.
that's why I don't think people think about that either. Yeah, we having little petty arguments and we in this relationship, but soon as that's done, everything we just said about each other the whole family, everybody know our problems now, and we cannot take it back. We can't go back and be
Right.
like we was just playing. Some of the stuff they be saying about each other, I no comment. But I be like, yeah, Lee,
Girls
why
be
you?
I seen some women like call guys like can't say the word, but you know what I'm saying. And I'm just
Yeah,
like, but you was sleeping with him.
yeah, that's what I'm
Like
saying. Like they dog them. I'm like, and then that's what I said when you be dogging people online. It's like sometimes people feel like, oh, it make them feel better about themselves. Not really, because
right.
if somebody was so bad and they were so all this, you were laying with them, right? I mean, and if you knew all this while you was laying with them, don't that make you seem like you like that kind of stuff? Like you can't. That's why
Exactly.
I don't think they look at it like, but like we say, it's all for audience. They don't think. They think because this person gonna see it and then half of the time, like I just seen literally it's couples, even little couples from high school anywhere. They be the people where nobody paying them no attention for real, and they don't even like the type that people was really even paying no attention to. And as soon as they got drama, that's what everybody looking at them. It's kind of like you're
Right.
performing for people who really don't even care about you or barely know you. Why is this?
Yeah.
Why you go on people's page? Why is you got 20 likes on their picture, right? why when you in drama, now your post got 100 or something like you give like
Yep,
people
that's
wait
true.
for that. They wait for that negativity. Why give it to them? Like you're performing for an audience. Audience of people that really don't care about you. They just want to see your drama. They just want you to go be bad, you know. But yeah,
But I'm convinced that they actually like this stuff. They like
yeah.
the attention that comes with it. So
Hmm.
can't save
Hey,
everybody, I
perform, perform.
guess.
And you know, the recent incident we saw of it is where everybody
Hmm.
talk about probably for the last week, and that's Kiki Palmer. So
Yeah.
I guess to give a little, I don't know, background to it.
Let me
So
sit
we
up.
know Kiki Palmer. I love Kiki Palmer. Kiki Palmer went to
I do
Usher
too.
concert, and I think he has Vegas residency, if I'm not mistaken, or just doing concerts. And of course, Usher was. We want to say serenade. We could say that he was singing to her. She was singing in the microphone. You know, doing what I feel like two artists, I guess, would do. You know, in the world
Yeah.
of music, they would. You know, like he was just acknowledging her being there. He did it to other women too. And of course, what she had on, like to me, she looked nice, but of course, we're gonna get into. I guess many people didn't think that. But yeah, so he was serenading her and to everybody else, it probably like a good time, especially to the people
Hmm.
that recorded and posted. While we thought that was a good time, her child's father did not. He quoted, imagine she didn't even post it. He quoted a video of somebody else posting it, and saying like, what did he say? He was like, "You're a mother with these type of clothes on."
Yeah.
Just in a way, kind of opening the door for everybody to bash her. Put it like that. Like
Hmm.
that. I don't. That's how I look at it. Like you open the door for people to just kind of agree with you after you saying something bad about her, even though it's the mother of your child. So that's kind of the gist of that. So I'm gonna get your opinion on it first. We're gonna do that first. 'Cause this is supposed to be. Go ahead.
What? I gotta go first.
Well, I
Okay.
can, but if you want to,
Okay.
yeah.
So, oh, see, that's why I like to go
And
late.
let's not. Of course, you know we already talked about it. Let's not even make it what we think. Let's just kind of relate it to why this is this social media thing. Even though it is a bad situation,
So, right.
how does
I'm gonna stay there
right?
because I don't want to give my full
You
opinion
know,
on it because I don't know.
right?
I don't want
You know
nobody
how
coming after me,
I know how y'all like to fight. I know
and
how
I
y'all
don't.
like to
That's not me no more.
exactly. But
So,
yeah.
okay, so of course, that just goes back to what we said before. When you're posting these things, comments about the person that you're with in a relationship, again,
Mm-hmm.
it opens the door for another person to judge. So I just feel like, in my eyes, yes, he was wrong for that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then again, we also saw before where he posted videos of her, I think like twerking a little.
Mm-hmm.
Again, when you do things like that, I know it's all for fun and laughs and it's meant for no harm. But again, you guys are celebrities. So
Mm-hmm.
it opens that door for judgment. And
It
again,
does.
I always talk about the life cycle. I said the life cycle, the karmic cycle.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, it has to balance itself out. And this is where you have to pay. Like,
Yeah.
we always gonna have to end up paying for something. So
Right.
this is what you're paying for. It sounds bad,
Mm-hmm.
but
That's just reality though.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's reality. You're a celebrity. You got all this fame. It's not
Mm-hmm.
gonna be like no one can judge me. Nobody can say anything about me. It's not fair. I know,
Mm-hmm.
but it's an end where you just gotta pay. That's the end that you gotta pay on. So
Right.
just leaving it at the base level, in my opinion, just right there,
That's
posting
it.
on social media. I'm just gonna say I personally did not care for that. I did not like that. So
Right.
what you think?
With me, of course, you know, like I said, we'll keep it surface, so we're not gonna even really be too opinionated in this. But as it relates to social media, I feel like that is the prime example of people literally communicate through social media, especially couples. And that's probably the
Mhm.
worst way to communicate.
Mhm.
And like you said, we are gonna get to the good of it, but let's really talk about the bad. I can't stand the first time that you complain to your spouse that you don't like something that's through social media. How
Yes.
does that work? Because you're literally opening the door for everybody who's not in your relationship to come in and comment on your relationship. Now, mind you, I guess sometimes it is hard to keep it in because you feel like your spouse is and everybody looking at them, so you feel like you want to come in front of the people so you can get commentary. But I'm gonna be completely honest that I don't feel like people would have looked at Keke Palmer that way unless he said that. Because that there was
Mm-hmm.
no like negative connotation to her. Yeah, people saw her doing this or whatever, but nobody was doing all this where literally he created a whole narrative without even trying to, I guess. Or even if he was
Right.
trying to, he created a whole narrative that she is being too
Revealing.
uh, revealing, too like not being I guess a good mother figure, all this based off
Mm-hmm.
just one thing that you could have communicated in private. Which and then if you can see like Keke Palmer is pretty much like this. And then she hyped the man literally a week before. I think she had said she loved her man and all this type of stuff. I think if he would have told her in private like he didn't like that or something like that, I honestly don't see it going south. I think it would have been better. I think he literally opened that door for her to have to deal with, even though like she could look strong, whatever, like I always say, like we talked about Gabrielle Union being strong and you having to ignore what people say on social media. But at a certain point, you could be very strong, but still like why even open that door for her to have to, see, be stronger. Now she had to
Right.
deal with comments saying you're not doing this right or you're not doing this right. You know what I'm saying? Just off an outfit, you know what I'm saying? Or
Right.
just off her having a little fun. And that's another thing. Why was that even recorded? That's show you right there, social media. Why are you recording them
Social
in the
media.
first place? But that's why I don't like the stream of communication being on social media. Like, why do we feel like we have to work out problems and call out our spouse on social media?
Mm-hmm.
Who That does not make sense to me. And to me that tells me that let me not even. You know what? No, I'm gonna just be for real. You can tell that outside of maybe they have a good, okay relationship in person. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think he is communicating anything behind closed doors. I think literally that was his moment of like, I got a voice now. Let me say this because everybody looking at my spouse. That
Yeah.
I don't understand it because if you do have a good relationship, I don't see how that even what I'm saying, come to mind. Like I'm seeing my woman out here doing this or whatever. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna quote this tweet and I'm finna let everybody bash her. That don't even make sense. Like, you know what I'm saying? That just don't make sense.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay, so of course, again, since we are talking about social media too, I do have to say the other end. I know I just got to say it real quick because I feel like
Dig
I
in
just
it.
got to say it because we got to look at it from both ends
Both
too.
sides, right.
So
Mhm.
let me throw the disclaimer out there again. I love Keke. I
Right.
like Keke.
Hmm.
Again, going back to the balancing scale, it's something
Right.
that you're gonna have to pay for something. So again,
Hmm.
you just had a child. I'm not saying mothers can't dress a certain way.
Right.
I ain't gonna say I don't care because I do. In
Hmm.
reality, we expect moms to dress a certain way. Now again, if we
Hmm.
go back to some of Keke's old photos before she had a child, it really wasn't that revealing. Like, it was just a little sexiness,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then, after she had the baby, it is kind of like, we know you're going out to Usher concert,
Right.
but
Right.
your ass is out. Is it right for him to post that? It was not right for him to post it. I do not agree with it. I did
Right.
not care for it.
Hmm.
Now, the way he felt about it, can
Can be
I
validated.
can
Hmm.
yeah. Now if he
Hmm.
felt that way, it definitely can be
Validated.
validated. Cause I
Hmm.
do think you have a sense of loyalty to a person that you're with, regardless if you're married or not. Because I did notice that a lot of women were saying, like, that's not my husband, that's not her
Hmm.
husband, but again, when we're in relationships with people and we're not married to them, we
That's what
do
you.
have yeah, that's just that loyalty. Now, again,
Hmm.
if he met Keke like that, if it's a Keke I ain't seen that was dressed with her butt, her ass out, you know what I'm saying? Show me. I don't know.
Uh-huh.
But that's just that other side. Like once we started posting, because Sierra caught a lot of slack for that
For
too.
what?
When
Hmm.
she came out with the see-through sheer thing on with Russell, and they were saying why Russell ain't staying there, why Russell let her out of the house, and they
Yeah.
weren't married, you know.
Mhm.
And but Sierra always dressed like that too.
Right.
Am I saying it was still right for her to dress like that even after being a mom? No, but I think you can kind of give her just a little pass on it because she did dress like that before. So it's like, can Russell truly say something like you knew what you married, right?
Right.
But that right there, that's why I was like, but I did like that Sierra and Russell did not engage in that.
Thank you. Exactly.
So, but now since I got that out, just the question is, did Kiki shoot back? Like, did she fire back?
No.
Okay, so that's the best way. That's how I look at it. Like, if somebody posting something or, you know, trying to dog somebody out online or dog you out online, so I think the best way is just let them get it out, baby, and go on by your day. So clearly, to me, he was hurt, and I don't even think it was necessarily because of the clothing. I think it was the main thing was because of us.
There you go.
Be for real.
The little insecurity, and it's okay.
And it's okay. We all get that like, you know, you gotta throw it out there. If somebody, but I don't know if it was a celebrity dancing on my man. Like, I wouldn't even be mad because I know the celebrity wouldn't talk to him. I'm just being for real. Now, if it was the average Keisha or something down the road dancing on then, like I'm gonna be like, okay, what we doing? Like, what's up? But a celebrity, you're just like, okay. But I like realistically, I'm not gonna be mad about that. But I think that's where it truly stemmed from. So,
and which I ain't wanna, you know, I don't wanna like, we don't have to beat a dead horse and anything, but
right,
I do think too, just like you just said, being a celebrity and knowing what kind of age we are in, it's like you have to, and you know what? Not even being a celebrity. Let's just think about being people. Period. Even us, we can go out. We go to somebody we probably nobody, quote unquote, right? But let us do something crazy or something. What's gonna happen? A phone is gonna come out. Somebody's gonna record it. Your name is eventually attached to it once somebody recognizes you. So you do have to be mindful that since we are in a social media, I don't even know, era, whatever, everything on social media, people literally record and post. So not saying don't be yourself, you know, because if you don't care if you are doing something that you're proud of, that is fine. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about it. But if you are doing something that you know, if somebody recorded it, don't do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't set yourself up like that because of the world we live in. People post people don't care. Anything for some like and retweets. If people post something, it's just it could be a little bit interesting, but interesting. They feel like they're gonna get at least 2 retweets or likes from it. They're gonna post it. So
exactly.
And mind you, that's why I said maybe that's why she did respond, because maybe like we say, like maybe that's her, and we just haven't seen her like that. And maybe she's proud, you know, just proud of it, that she don't care about it, and maybe that's why she did respond to him. So whatever. But in general, if you are someone, especially if you're in a relationship, if you're doing something and you know that a phone or something can come out and this can be posted and you're not going to be proud of it, let's not do it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
let's not do it. Save yourself. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to do this stuff, especially if you think a phone gonna come out and what you're doing right now is something you don't want to watch back. Don't do it. But I mean, if you're gonna be proud of it, do what you want to do. But you know what I'm saying.
And let me go back real quick, because I said a sense of loyalty. Yes, you do have a sense of loyalty to a person that you're in a relationship, at least a little. But I meant to say respect, a sense of respect. Yeah, like that respect level. And that goes for him too, because that was disrespectful, you know, what he posted. But don't post.
Don't do it. And when one more disclaimer, I said disclaimer, Lord. And one more disclaimer to close them out, I will say this. Even though we also, people, and this is for people like online, be mindful that people can post stuff on social media or whatever. We don't know what their relationship is behind closed doors. Right. They could literally not even be together right now. It could have literally been where you just saw him post something because it could have been anything. They could literally not be together. You know what I'm saying? It could be anything, because at the end of the day, especially people who are famous and have enough, you know, power to do so, people can put stuff on social media to make it look however. They could post a picture tomorrow and not even be together. So just think about it like that. we don't know what their relationship status or what they had going on right then. So let's before, a lot of us, a lot of people online, they so passionate as if this was their relationship. Let's kind of think that you're not in it, and let's think that yeah, you can give an opinion on it, but let's not be too passionate because literally they cannot be the other. It can't even be
Right.
as serious as he made it on there. It could be totally different from what we think. So let's remember that on social media, people can paint stuff however they want it to be painted.
Right, because the same people who are posting online about their man cheat or the man saying she's a dog ass hoe,
be laying right with them.
Be right there. As soon as they get finished posting
with
it, 10 minutes later, knocking on that door. Boop, boop.
Laying right with them. That's what I'm saying, man. Y'all stop believing these people can paint their relationship however they want to on social media. I promise you, they can dress it up so nice. I can do it right now if I wanted to. Anybody can do it. It is not going to be hard to believe, and I'm pretty sure the majority is going to believe whatever you put on social media. So people, remember, you don't know what people doing behind closed doors. You don't know what people's relationship status is. Just know that they might make it look great or bad on social media, and that's just what it is. But that's, I guess that's enough on Keke Palmer. Still love you.
I know, right? And yes, I love you too, Keke. Okay. So what about the light-skinned Keisha and her boyfriend situation? Because I was trying to see what was truly going on. Can you tell me a little about that? So
okay. Ooh, we feel like a news report. But anyway, okay. So I ain't even look his name up. I think his name is Coco Vango, something like that. I know it's Coco something. But anyway, of course we know they are in a relationship. And if you see them on social media, a lot of people do like their relationship. They had this kind of like how they paint it to be, like we say, but they open, kind of open to like they be doing like little dance and stuff. They look good together on social media or whatever. But recently they started a podcast, which I'm sorry. I have seen a couple of podcasts before, and I'm sorry, that's just that's if you're gonna do anything, if you're gonna start a podcast, please, that couple stuff, please, unless y'all super strong, Lord, please be super strong. Y'all better been together for 50 years, cause they right there, that podcast in front of that camera, stuff could change. But anyway, so they was on the podcast, and I don't even remember what the question was. I think Light-Skinned Keisha asked something about, or said something like if he cheated, she would leave. And he said, no, she won't leave. And you could tell her look was kind of like, in a like, I ain't never heard this before, like, you talking to me type, expression. And he literally kept saying, you're not going to leave me. You're not going to leave me. Like, if I cheat, he was like, you're not going to leave me or whatever. And she was like, try it. So that tell you right there, they were having something that should happen in private on camera. Right. And that, again, is social media. So, I guess as I let you start next time, I will start this time. This, and when I saw it, it's crazy because I had to think twice. I had to think about it twice, like we always do. We get that first reaction. My first reaction was, he sound crazy, and you initially feel bad for her, right? Like that's crazy, like whatever. And then I had to think more about it. I'm like, why are we talking about this on camera? This what I was thinking, like, why? Like, I understand. If you they I guess their category is like a couples podcast, whatever. So, but I don't feel like you have to do that with telling your business from behind closed doors. You don't have to, especially talks like this, because you can say this talk was never had. Talks like that happen in private, only for the reaction. Like the reaction, people online was of course more for, like, they were kind of saying that she needs to leave him. They were saying, like, they were actually giving like their little relationship advice or whatever you want to call it. Basically saying, like, if a man tell you this right now, this who you don't need to be, like really making examples of what not to do based off of this. And for me, I say it from both sides, I feel like Keisha probably should have, if she did what they would talk about should have been, first of all, they shouldn't have talked about it on camera. I'm gonna say that first. And I understand you do have to do these juicy topics and stuff, for podcasts. We all have to do it. You want to do something that engages the people. But when it becomes our real life relationship and stuff, we don't need an audience. We do not need an audience for stuff like this. I understand it does draw the views in. I know this is probably like helping, that video probably is going up, but at the same time, it does more damage to the relationship. It just kind of, brings up the podcast. And on his end, I feel like Which I don't want to say he like totally wrong because apparently there's a reason that he believes this. That's just it's a reason he said this, and like I say, when he was so confident in it, it's something that he sees or that has happened
Already
that
happened.
has brought him to the realization like I'm gonna be good with her regardless. You know what I'm saying? And you
Mm-hmm.
don't. That's what you don't want about it to be. But we're not doing relationship advice. But that's why I say that right there is an example of why relationships should not be played out in front of no audience, social media,
Mm-hmm.
nothing. Let's keep that stuff behind closed doors, like
Right.
privacy, please. So that was it low key was a little cringe, like, and when I say cringe to watch, like it hurt to watch a little bit. I was like, dang, like this a real conversation that shouldn't happen on camera. So that's what I feel about that.
Okay. Good feedback. So
Mm.
I look at it like this. I'm gonna start off by saying the first thing is again what you said. What made him comfortable enough to even just
Just say that.
say that, right?
Hmm.
So
In front
again,
of the
I
audience at
do
that.
because I don't want to say that he cheated. I'm not gonna say that because I think we instantly can think,
Think
like he
that.
already
Hmm.
cheated or he cheating now. I don't know. I want to say that, but do I honestly feel that? I do,
Hmm.
but hopefully he has not. Second, I feel like if you are gonna start a podcast with your spouse or
Hmm.
whoever it is, um, a mate or whoever, I felt like he could have reworded that question differently. Maybe, add her in there like, what if I cheated on you or you cheated
Yes.
on me? I think
Yes.
it now it's like versus if I cheat on you, you gonna stay with me, And
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
too, it also again is opens this door for women to think that, which is probably a good thing in a way, like certain men, not all men, certain men actually, like you said,
Think
can
it.
see certain
Hmm.
things in women. It's like, I don't care what I do, she gonna stay with me. And we know it's a
Yeah.
lot of guys out there that think that. I've met some.
For sure.
I've been around guys who have girlfriends and stuff and act. I'm not gonna say they actually said, but they actually do act that way. Like, well, we
If
can pretty much say they said it. Like they not,
going nowhere.
and it's almost kind of sad in a way. But we do know it's some women out there that actually do
For
stick
sure.
around.
Hmm.
But I would say that I'm not big on relationship podcasts either. It's very cringe to watch. And just me, it's just the trusting part. I don't
Yeah.
know, and we can always edit and stuff, but I think once you kind of, it's never like this middle thing. I feel like either you're gonna really see the bad side of us, or either this
Or the
good
good.
side,
Hmm.
or if you're just posting only good things again, some bad might happen. They're like, oh my god, we thought they were the perfect couple.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's almost acting in a sense. And I don't feel
Hmm.
like acting. It may be for some people if that's for you, do it. But I just say for me, I'm not big on it.
Hmm.
And I'm not big talking about, well, I'm just not with it. I'm not with
Yeah.
talking about my relationship online. I ain't even big about talking about relationship just in person.
In
But
person. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, especially not online. So yeah, I think my main thing is he definitely could have worded that differently.
Hmm.
Asked the question like differently and involved her a little more in the question. Am
Right.
I saying it right? Yeah.
You saying it right. And I only had like one more thing to say on them because of course I don't see that's what I mean by this social media thing. Even when I see people's relationships online, I can like show somebody whatever, but it's just like I don't care enough because it's not my relationship. So, but
Right.
but I will comment on the fact that so we are talking about social media. If I feel like this, if you are going to do something like this, like a couples podcast, or you're going to do something where you put your relationship on the line, in front of people, I think stuff like that is careless. You don't
hmm
want to make it where the same thing with like the Kiki Palmer and her baby's father or whatever their relationship status is. Don't don't ever leave the door open for your spouse or who you are with to be embarrassed or to look crazy. And that's
hmm
what I mean. Like maybe the intention was not that. Maybe he was just saying what he felt, and that's how they probably are literally just kind of express this type of stuff in private. You never know. Maybe they do talk like this, but it's careless to not realize that you're doing it in front of an audience and that once you put stuff on the internet, that it can be flipped so many different ways, and that so many different people can judge it, and that you're not going to be getting the flack. It's going to be the person staying with you because that's who they're going to feel like look crazy.
Right.
So it's like that. People post stuff about their relationship on social media. They don't realize how careless it is, because though your intention is to what, shed light on something that people don't know and all this, you kind of are opening the door for your spouse to be bashed and for them to have to deal with it. You're not going to have to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time. So yeah, I think it was careless, more careless than anything.
So I guess my question is, if it's their podcast, why did they post it then? Because now it's making me think y'all want a little clout now.
Oh,
And
because
majority of
you
the time
mean like,
it is.
yo.
So now he make another video like going live trying to backtrack on the
He was
things that he
basically saying,
said.
I think he said, I think I saw one video, he was like that he wouldn't do that to her, and he don't play, like a she don't play and that type of stuff. Which, like I say too, maybe that is true, but it's the fact of now that you have put that on the internet, it's hard to argue that. You know what I mean? Like I honestly, that's why I honestly don't like apology videos and stuff, because people don't realize once you said something on the internet and once you put it out there, you kind of in a way just have to stand 10 toes down in it.
True.
It's already on the internet. It's already spread to so many people. The narrative has been flipped. You know what I'm saying? And apologies and backtracking only happens when it don't turn into the favor of how they thought it would, or it just didn't go slide on the rug or whatever. So that's what I mean. It's just, I think it was just careless. I don't think no backtracking was necessary. I honestly don't feel like neither probably, like I always say, I don't think neither need to comment on it. I just think at this point enough damage has been done. Now people know in your relationship that they feel like your spouse looks like no matter what you do, she's gonna be there, and it kind of makes people make it like she's crazy, like she can't feel like she can't do no better, and that she's stuck here. So it's really just careless. I think it was just careless. It's just careless.
Okay, careless, and yet they still posted it. So
and that maybe that's what they wanted.
And I think too,
maybe that's what they wanted.
I feel like that's what it is. I don't know. That's just weird to me. I don't know.
Maybe we are giving them exactly the reaction they wanted. They wanted people to talk about it. It seems like something that would get the people going. So I don't know. Whatever. Well, if that's what you wanted, you got it. It is what it is. So while we on the topic of relationship and social media, it's like one little thing, and I think I told you, it's like one little thing that really bothers me. And it happened probably more on, it's like a Twitter, Instagram. It maybe happened on Facebook. So we know we all have these people. I mean, online, you can make yourself look real good. It could be Instagram models, anybody. And these girls, that's probably what their intention is, to attract somebody with money, to get the lavish things based off just looks. Which then that is great. Congratulations for that. You don't have to do much. I hate to see, just say, if you posted a picture and this NBA player then DM'd you and was like, I want to get to know you, like, I give you this, I fly you out or whatever. And your response is to screenshot
it
and post it on social media, because guess what that's gonna get you? Likes and retweets. So them likes and retweets missing you out on flights, and miss you out on money. And now I'm saying, now I ain't trying to say that it is right for them to only want to do for money, but no. But what I'm saying is, it shows you how powerful social media is. That instead of just building a connection with these people it can be higher up people. Instead of building a connection with people and to literally maybe live lavish, I don't know, you would rather social media and post it. And basically, and they're gonna renege on whatever they're going to say, because then now you got to look at crazy like they're coming at, like, what I'm saying, like they're fishing after you. So that's another thing. Like that's,
and the guys never look bad. The guys never look bad. You always gonna look like the groupie.
Exactly.
Every time.
And I actually respect the dudes who just straight up be like, I'm gonna give you this, I'm gonna give you that, because we already know at the end of the day, he ain't doing it but just going to the end of the page, instead of stopping at the top, like trying to, trickle to it, get to the point. You want this money, you want to get on this flight, you want to do this. Let's just get to the point. He gets to the point, and instead of you getting what you wanted, basically, because that's what you're on social media, you're putting yourself out there to get this type of attention. And instead of taking advantage or you would rather screenshot it and post it for people who are literally gonna forget it in 30 minutes. What? These people they're
Right.
not gonna care that you got this thing. They're gonna look at you. I know every time I see people, they be like, you dropped the bag. You missed out on it for some likes and
Period.
retweets. What is a like and a retweet?
Can do
Unless you're
it.
getting a retweet per dollar, I mean getting $1 per retweet, it ain't worth it. It is not worth it. But that is, I just had to throw it out there because that shows you how much social media is a killer to some people, literally.
That is true.
But yeah,
Anything, it's
that's
the likes.
it.
It's
It
attention
is.
over money. I don't
It
care what nobody
is.
say. People
That is
come say it's
crazy.
the fame and all that. It's attention. People want attention. Like, ugh. And
But
granted, all of us like a little attention, but you know what I mean. Them the ones that just they'll kill themselves for some attention. Literally kill
attention,
themselves.
anything for it. But anyway, I had to just say that. But yeah, for those who not screenshotting, get y'all money. Be quiet.
Please.
Just be quiet. Just get it silent. But anyway, yeah.
So what about the ones that post I was talking about my man.
Mm-hmm.
But then like I ain't finna post my man. Like you'll post like the whole body, but then you
Yep.
got like a heart or like an emoji over their face. I'm just like, bro, I'm looking at it like low, like either your foot is in or your foot is out. Either
Yeah.
you gonna show him or you're not gonna show him. I don't like
Oh,
that because now it's like that's stupid. I don't know. I just feel
I
like
hate
that is
it.
so stupid.
Oh
Now
my
I
goodness.
do. Let me clarify. I do like a little hand pick in the car. I don't know. I think that
Yeah.
that's cute. And just one
Mm,
time, we ain't got to keep doing it to prove
right.
somebody you got a man.
Yes.
We talking about the full body and covering up the face. I just wonder
Mm-hmm.
how does the guy feel?
Let me. Oh,
Because
this
if a guy
good.
think about it, if the roles were switched and the guy posting you and he covering up your face, I don't feel like I'm ugly or something.
Yeah.
Like what you doing? Like
Right. Now, this up here, I always say it's corny. I always just felt like it was corny. For me, and especially for the girls that do it, I think about it like this: half of them be doing it to either, imagine you, someone could do it because they see other people doing it, not you,
mhm.
but some of them literally do it to prove a point to either some girl somewhere who done messed with him before, I got him, or just
Yeah.
proving it to other people like, oh, I got somebody. Do you realize that it shows that you're only going after somebody for these people? You can't even enjoy what you got in front of you or who
Yep.
it is because you are so busy trying to see their reaction to it or to make them mad. Why? That is not. I ain't never understood people who get in relationships literally to make other people mad. I'm doing something because for the validate. That's why they need validation to
Validation,
validate
that's
them.
all.
That all they need people to do is quote and be like, "Who is that? Who is that?" That'll make you feel good. Is it not gonna make you feel good just to have him? Or what we doing? Is that not
I
enough? Is it like that's what I mean? Like people do that, and if you want to be private with somebody so bad, cause really, let's be for real. If you post somebody with a picture over their face, anybody can find who it is. Like you not hiding nothing.
anybody.
You
It's
not,
not hard.
and half of the
Unless
time
that
it's
man
somebody.
cross seas, but other than that,
That's what I'm
even if
saying.
it's cross seas, I still can find
And half of the
because we
time
know
it be
you
dudes.
friends with them. We know
Right,
you
and half the
friends
time,
with them.
exactly, and half the time they be dudes who then wore that same outfit with somebody else. Trust me, it ain't that hard to find them if
Damn.
somebody really want to find you. Let's be for real, like this for real. The ones you can
Yeah.
really get caught up with it. Like they don't even be smart, enough for you to be covering their face. It don't make sense. And I'm trying to see if you're trying to play private, be private. Don't play it because that's playing private. If
Exactly.
you're posting y'all together and everything y'all doing, you might as well show the face. I mean, what's the difference? I mean, mind you, this your business, do what you do. That's how you want to go about it. But I want you to realize you're not really shaking it up like you think you are. Like, you know what I'm saying?
So
Like you,
like, oh, sorry.
I'm done. Go ahead.
I guess like just as a dude, how would you feel? Like, cause I always wonder like, how does the dude feel about this? Like,
I think it's corny still. I think if we're gonna be private, because it's supposed to be a mutual thing anyway. So if you're doing
yeah,
all that, apparently he don't want to be seen too. I'm assuming. Cause he trying to hide from something too. I'm just being for real. Because if anybody else, they would question like, why are you doing this anyway? But or maybe he feel like it's a brag. But me, I'd be like, if I want to do it, I want somebody to see me with you, and you know what I'm
Right.
saying. But anyway, if it's a mutual thing that we be in private, I cannot stand that where you can't keep your mouth shut. Like if we got this thing where I feel like I always say that relationships are better when y'all keep everything in. It's fine for people to see y'all together. It's fine for people
Mm-hmm.
to just assume because people gonna assume what they want to,
And
but
it's
to
just
give them,
natural. If
yeah,
it's just
and but
natural, yeah.
right, and if yeah, of course y'all can't just hide in the house. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna go out. People gonna see y'all. Social media, of course, somebody gonna know you being taken out, especially if somebody just want to post yourself. That is fine, but I feel like it's a problem with somebody who can't keep their mouth shut. If we got a mutual agreement that we're gonna be private, I should not have to worry about one day you to send your ex with somebody else. Now it's your time to post me with you coming up. You know what I'm saying? It's actually
Yeah.
weird, and I feel like it make the dude feel like you're using him as a wait, not a trophy, but like kind of a bragging right thing. Like, oh, you got that? Okay, but here he go right here. I ain't gotta show you who he is. Something. It's weird. I'm sorry. I just don't agree to it. And I think
Okay.
private is better. Is either well, we can do it either way. You want to be private, we can be private. But if you want to show people pictures of us, that is fine. Like, let's just if
Right.
that's what we want to do, it's nothing wrong with couples posting themselves. You know, that is it's
Right.
natural. Like, whatever. That's who you dating. And like you say, you're supposed to be proud of who you're dating. So it's not a
Mm-hmm.
problem for y'all to post each other. But to just go out your way, I'm gonna cover up his face and feel like I'm gonna really shake it up. You're not doing it. I think
Messy.
from I feel like from the male standpoint, I don't think males take it as serious, but for those who actually care, I feel like you kind of it will make him be confused. It's like, is it are we being private or and if he okay with it, probably, but like I said, he hired for somebody. But it's either are we being private or you gonna show people? It's kind of like either or, unless he just
Right.
let her do whatever she want to do. But most of the time, I think it's literally like it confuses it, and I think at the end of the day, it's gonna bring more drama. It's gonna have more people looking for him. Every girl you trying to hide him from out there is looking for him, and now they know who he is. Look at it. Now what? Look what you done did. I'm just saying, look what you done did. Look what you thought you was
Okay.
hiding from. Look what you done did. But yeah, that's what I think.
Okay.
That's what I think.
So what about like the ones who are posting like everything good about their man? Like my man bought me this, my man bought me that, this my man, my man, my man. And I see this whole little trend like my man, my man, my man. Like, do
Mm-hmm.
you think that that could somehow be not even a red flag? It could be a red flag,
Yeah.
but you know, just yeah, a problem. Could it turn into a
Same.
problem?
Yes. It's same way. I think I look at it two ways. The first way is it's kind of like the same thing with the cover in the face. It's kind of like you're looking for validation. I honestly feel like when you do that, seeking for validation in other places, you're literally stripping us of parts of the relationship. You know what I'm saying? Because that stuff don't matter. So now you're shifting our relationship. Now we doing stuff because somebody else doing it, or now we doing stuff
Right.
because you know what I'm saying? Oh, we doing this now because oh, the person out there doing it. Also, now we gotta one up them and
And it's
it
this whole
just
couples goal thing.
yeah, like
Like
no, like why can't we
I
just
still
be
don't get it.
and mind you, I always say people, every couple and everybody is different. Some people literally live on social media. If that's what you do, that is fine.
Yeah.
But in general, I feel like let me just go to the second way. The second way is in general, I feel like too much on there. You're giving people so much that as soon as that relationship is over, now everybody got something to talk. You know what I'm saying? Like you giving it to them. So
Mm-hmm.
if it was all my this, you can see that with celebrities. Who we want to talk about? We give example Carisha, even though her and Diddy ain't together. I don't think,
Yeah.
or whatever they doing, because she went with the sign saying Poppy or whatever. The moment that somebody else is shared on his page or that she doing something different that looks a little iffy, now everybody is in y'all business saying like, oh, this must have went wrong. Everybody created whole narratives like, oh, like why
Right.
even? Mind you, you can ignore social media. I mean, but well, you know what, you can't because you're living on it, but you can ignore that, but why even open the door for it? Like, you know what I'm saying? You give
Mm-hmm.
people the
Access.
yeah, and ammunition for it. I like I
Oh,
said, and you know,
ammunition. Yeah.
like we always say, people gonna talk regardless, but let's not put the pen in their hand to write. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's not do
Mm-hmm.
that. And especially for the people that's being private, I don't. You don't have to post everything. And mind you, you know, sometimes you are proud of what your man is doing for you. That is
Yeah.
good. You know what I'm saying? sometimes you want to show it off. That is fine. Nothing is wrong with that. But
Nothing
let's just
wrong with it.
remember that you have an identity outside of him. You do not have to, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't let the validation you seek and be that you can't post yourself no more. Now you got to post everything he doing for you. Yeah, he doing this good. He doing this good. He doing it. Don't saturate it. You know what I'm saying? Just appreciate him
Yeah.
in private, and that's probably should be enough. But that's just me.
And I
That's
wonder, does
just me.
that put like a lot of pressure on guys too? Could
It
it put a lot of
do.
pressure on
It
them?
do.
Like, especially if you keep posting almost every day, especially things that he's doing, at least I would consider like basic things.
Mm-hmm.
Would that put a lot of pressure on a person just in
Yeah.
general? Like, okay, I
Yeah.
gotta keep doing this because she gonna post this, or
Mm-hmm.
let people know that I'm doing this,
Yeah.
Is it genuine almost? Like,
Not really, because I think it can be, but I think over time, if every time you're doing something, it's being posted as a way of like, I got this, and then you don't. Now you're putting so much pressure on that dude. Now he got to keep that up. He can't do this
yeah,
one nice thing and be like, I want to take you out. I want to go out often. I want to take you out. You done posted the little stuff he doing for you, and you done made it seem like it's a bragging thing. Now he finna have to keep it up. Like now he pressure to like, okay, now I gotta top it next time because she's gonna post this. Now I gotta do this.
hmm
I gotta buy this bigger thing. It's because it's all for social media. It ain't.
yeah,
It's not like because it's not being appreciated in private. It's only being appreciated in front of people, and that's not how stuff's supposed to go. So as he's
yeah,
doing all this stuff, she probably 9 times 10 ain't gonna appreciate the stuff anyway. She only appreciate the validation she get from people after she get the stuff. To tell her, oh,
right,
he doing you this for you. That's what she's seeking for. She ain't seeking for the like, I'm doing this for you because I love you this much. She probably like, okay, anyway. So y'all look what he got me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
man,
it'll be
what?
like that. But
Because even I'm thinking about it too, like guys who always posting their women and stuff like that. I feel like there will be a lot of pressure on me, even
mm-hmm.
if she is the baddest bitch in the game. Like, think about you. You literally have to stay up to part.
That
Like,
way, yeah.
that's on. Like, don't post me, please, because I don't have the energy. I just don't. One nice little genuine picture. Okay, I'm still iffy about it, but
Mm-hmm.
and that's just me. I don't too much post pictures of myself like that anyway, but especially if you that type of guy that just want to keep showing off your woman and stuff like that, like show me off at parties and
Yeah.
events. Like we can do that. But posting pictures and stuff, oh no. Mm-mm. It just gotta be something like we on vacation, one little nice picture, but posting all the time. My woman, this my girl, yeah, all
Mm,
that. I'm good.
I'm so
So
weak.
please,
But
I
yeah,
don't have the energy.
I feel it. Yeah,
Um,
don't. And I like privacy. Don't post me either. Leave me alone.
please. Don't want to post like on social media.
Okay. Okay. I don't like to see people post. I'm sorry. The first day after you done got in something like, God forbid, when you got in some like accident or something, mind you, know someone be serious. Especially when, and you know what? When it's serious, you're not able to post on social media anyway. But for those, like if you get in like a little bang up or something, the first thing you
A
see
little
them do,
fender.
maybe like they be like they be like
It is not funny. Don't let it.
Lord,
Don't
they
let
be
it.
like all that and I'm good and all that.
Make sure they show the hospital
Yeah, show
van.
the hospital bandit. I'm like, something is now I'm gonna get the ones who don't have nobody number in their phone and all their family on Facebook. I'm gonna give you the credit. I'm gonna give you the consideration, but I know this is rare. Anybody else, it's like, why do we? What is your accident or brag? You do not have to tell people like. And first of all, even if you're gonna tell somebody, why is it you in the house? Why is it the first thing you do a post it on social media? People
Thank
literally, you
you.
do not. That don't have to be the first thing you do. Them folks ain't even took your blood yet, and you already on social media.
Attention.
It's
It
too
is
much. Like,
so weird. Like at that time, I be trying to thank God then that I'm alive instead of posting it. The ones who get into a little fender bender, like you done hit a squirrel and then you done jumped out the car with a little dent. You done ran into a squirrel or something like that, and then you jump out the car with a little dent in it, and now it's oh my God, it could have been so worse. I'm so glad he saved me. And this is like, yes, that while that is true,
Mm-hmm.
we ain't gotta know that. Like,
You don't
just
have to post
keep
that
the prayer
nowhere.
to God and yourself and your family
Yes,
or whoever.
yes.
Um, we don't need to know because at this point I'm convinced they jump out the car as soon as
And
it
go
happened and take
put
the
the and pull the
picture
phone
or
out.
the wreck. Like, come, I don't
Like,
get it.
hold
I
on,
like,
let
I
me get on
didn't
the
been
car this
in,
way.
yeah, I didn't been in
I'm,
fender benders before. Somebody done hit me, baby. I
I
be
ain't thinking about no social
shaking,
media.
mad, everything. I'm not
Exactly.
like
And
nothing
thanking God
about
that you're
social media
good.
is going,
Yeah.
yeah, through my brain. Like, I'm
They'll tell you
like,
people
unsexy.
they are addicted. Like that is I wouldn't even think about a post being the first social media should not even be the first thing you would do. Like I just don't understand. It's like you don't even care about really your life. You care about everybody just seeing that you done went through something. Like that is not what you're supposed to do. It's so many other ways to
Right.
outlet. Please, like I'm gonna just and if you're doing that, you know what? I just hope you get your likes. Just you need to stop. You need to stop. You need to stop. Thank God first that you're
Please.
here. And that's it. Like, do that first before you put it. Don't pick up the phone because he kept you here. What you doing? You know, it's crazy.
And I'm
It's
starting
crazy.
to see it's like either the really young children or the really older people. And I think older people are tending to post a lot like every day of what's going on in their
Mm-hmm.
life because I feel like they think this is what social media is for because they see the
Yeah.
younger people doing. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
do not be on here posting everything. I cook dinner. This is a picture of my plate. The same stuff we everybody eat every day. Like I see if it's something different, something new than
Mm-hmm.
like something that we normally don't see. If you somewhere, at a new restaurant,
Mm-hmm.
greens, fried chicken, macaroni, cornbread. Give me
And that's
some.
why.
Give,
And that's why. But that's why I don't get when people be talking about people calling them struggle plates. That's why I don't get. I don't feel bad for you because why you share your food? Why you have to put your food on Facebook?
exactly.
You ain't have to share that. Just eat it. Just eat it. You ain't got to show
Just eat
nobody.
it,
It's
baby.
okay. Just eat
It's
it.
okay. Like
It's
that eating food.
okay.
When I'm hungry, and then they love to say that they hungry. Yeah, I'm hungry for. Then show the picture after they got finished eating the food. That's another thing that ticked me off. Like if I'm hungry, I ain't got
Send that
time
to
to be
your
trying to
friends. Send that to your friends. Stop
something.
putting it on social media, please. Because
Yeah,
most
it's
people don't
this.
care anyway. They don't care. They really don't care.
No, I don't. I know I don't. So anyway, enough of that. What
Mm,
about the parenting part? So I'm just gonna tap into that just a little. Where I'm starting to see a lot of parents really posting, I would say, unnecessary things about
mm.
what their children are doing and posting it online. Um, we can just say something small. You can see like sometimes the children are looking into the camera like you recording me. It
Yeah.
almost seems uncomfortable. So I feel like does that open a door for I don't like open doors, not a
Hmm.
lot of them anyway, bad things. But
Yeah.
is it opening that door for younger kids to be like, I have to post everything that I'm doing? Like our parents what triggering this? I don't
Yeah.
even know the word.
Yeah. They are. They are teaching their children to live through social media, and I hate it because why? Especially, and you're making them eager to get on. So knowing social media is not the safest place for children. You're making them too eager to get on there because they probably gonna wonder like who they recording, who she's showing it to. Then you're making them
Right.
eager to get on social media. Like that's why they grow up too early. Please keep your children on
And
social media.
you see a lot of parents, they'll say like they'll post a picture or video or something that was like, oh, she said post it on Facebook, even though we know the child probably did not say that. Just say you
Mm.
wanted to post it.
Yeah, and it's
And
okay.
I just don't like that. It's almost cringe to me that a 3-year-old
It
magically
told
told
you.
you to post it on Facebook. And even if a 3-year-old did tell you that, you should question yourself.
Yeah,
Like,
like they're not doing too much
at
social
3 or 4 years old, for one, what you know anything about Facebook?
exactly.
So what you think about TikTok? Do you think like what's a good age for children to
Hmm.
be on TikTok?
Mm, I say this: the first version of TikTok, I think the age was fine. Like you can do. I give them about teens where it's acceptable to me. But now that so many adults have joined TikTok, I won't necessarily say age, but I want our parents to look at TikTok at the same level they do Instagram, Facebook. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
Twitter. Look at it that same level because they don't realize these same people are using all these
Oh,
platforms. So every person that's
yeah.
available on all of them, they're multi-share and they're doing it on every platform. So if you think because you go on Facebook, you see somebody fight, and I give TikTok that credit. TikTok, you can't post like fights and they limit what can be posted. They're good on
Yeah.
that. So I know I see a lot of people they done posted somebody getting into it, they'll delete that out. Like they'll go ahead and get it out. It triggers it for them or whatever. So I get them that. They do keep it safe on that end. But still, I don't think a predator or like it ain't forcing
Yeah.
them to not be there, you know what I'm saying? Because they can be something else on there. So I think that's what I think parents need to look at. If you're looking at TikTok and just look at it like everybody who's on these different platforms can all go to TikTok. Nothing is keeping them from if you think the TikTok stuff funny, what makes you think the bad people on the other apps ain't coming on there watching too? So
Right.
I give it like just I'm gonna say teens with that one too. You know what I'm saying? Cause of course we were teens. I'm not gonna say what we was doing, but we were teens, and we were on the different platform, social media platforms or
Right.
whatever, as much as we could. I couldn't get on them as much as these children do, but we
Mm-hmm.
got on what we could, and we definitely gradually got on as much as we wanted to. But so I think I'm gonna just say, parents think of it like that. I don't think it's a way for me to say tell your child not to be on this at this age, but think of it like just like you see all this bad stuff on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, that same stuff can be seen on TikTok. These same people posting it can literally make TikTok count. So look at all the platforms on the same level. These days,
Right.
there's no kid out. Let's
It's
keep it for real. There's no
not
kid
like
out. And maybe Baby Shark can still make a TikTok. You know what I'm saying? But how about you monitor it? You want to show your child that, you show them that. Letting a child just
hmm
scroll on TikTok. I'm sorry, it's too easy for something that does not need to be on there to slide in there. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
just
and it's not
yeah,
always sexual things, and it
yeah.
may not always be predators. I just saw something, because the 4th of July just passed,
Mm-hmm.
and you got grown people lighting firecrackers inside of the house. Like, are you
Yeah.
stupid or are
Don't get
you
them out.
dumb? Like,
Yeah, yeah.
what? Even I knew not to do that, but again, these children are different. It's a different breed of
Impressionable.
children now, so
And they are
and
trash.
and again, like you said, I didn't grow up in the social media world. Like social media didn't start coming out till I was like 10th, 11th grade. Like
Yeah.
Facebook, I didn't get on Facebook until like 11th or 12th grade, maybe
Mm-hmm.
10th grade, maybe. And again, people weren't just posting all this stupid stuff. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You're lighting firecrackers in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Um, crazy stuff like that. You setting the house on fire. Kids can think that this stuff is okay. We can say, yeah, I can say my niece is smart enough not to do that. But at
Right,
the
right.
end of the day, I don't know what she'll do.
And
Because I
especially
was
if you
smart enough not to do certain things, but I did
but I did it.
it. I knew better, but I did it.
Like be for
So it's
real. Like that's what I
like,
said.
so I think sometimes I do think of course I'm not a parent, but I do think some parents think social media is just, keeping my kids away from sexual predators or sex on the TV, all
Mm-hmm.
that. But it's more so just little unnecessary dumb things that
Mm-hmm.
children see. Fights, like you said, fights and
Mm-hmm.
popping firecrackers and what? I don't know,
That
doing
crazy. It's
dumb
just
shit to the
yeah,
refrigerator.
that
I don't
crazy
know.
stuff. Yeah,
Just
anything.
crazy
Yeah.
stuff to get likes. Like,
Don't let them because they look at it like it ain't like it's a don't try this at home disclaimer on every video. Like
right.
they see it and they think it's funny. They want to laugh at their house too. They gonna
And
try
get
it.
like,
Like think at it
yeah.
like that. They gonna
The girl
try it.
who randomly stopping strangers and want to fight. Like, and
I
that's
saw that.
just
Yeah,
another, that's
that lot.
so weird to me. I don't know if it's scripted or what, but still, again, a
You don't
child
want
or
should
not
not
even a
see that.
child,
Yeah,
grown people too clearly don't either.
think
Like,
is my yeah.
that this could literally just be scripted, but either way, it's still stupid. But who am I?
Right.
Yeah.
It's all of it dumb. But we still on social media. But yeah,
Right.
I don't know.
Okay, so we're gonna end tonight again with some say so's. I don't know.
Say,
Say what you got to say.
well, for me, I'm gonna end it with something that I think I did probably once or twice, and this probably was in college, so I don't do it often. Um, if you just try to take a social media break sometime.
Mhm.
And I got a friend, I think you actually did it before. And I actually got a friend that's doing it right now. And he literally, you could tell that I have to tell him stuff like if I'm talking about something, whatever, trying to say something funny, I have to give the context. And I respect that because it's kind of like,
Yeah.
wow, you really took that effort to get off social media because social media can be draining. Yeah, it's entertaining, it's funny. But when you realize that that is a real world outside of social media, you heighten your way of thinking. You know what I mean? Like
Yes.
just and you are more at peace. I know we see a lot of, even though a lot of situations don't deal with us, we can be affected in some of the negative stuff that happens,
That
and
is
we kind
true.
of start looking at the world worse and worse, even though we don't live in this amazing, beautiful world. I mean, well, it's beautiful, but this amazing, all peaceful world that we want to live in. It's easier to have the image in our head when we're not seeing this stuff daily. Well, it's all this bad stuff happening. So I'd say that just try to take a social media break. I probably need to take one soon. I did it, and it was good for me too. I probably only lasted a week, but it did something. So yeah, just try to take a break. And yeah, like that's it. Just try to take a break. And that is bad because I'm giving you the advice and I haven't did it recently. But just try it. Just try it. It'll
Okay.
work.
Oh, let's see. What do I have to say? I actually do agree with what you said. I have taken a break from social media before, and it was very enlightening.
Yes.
So I do suggest people to just take a social media break. I'm
Just
not
try it.
saying get off. Just take a little break.
Just
A
try it.
month, 2 weeks, a week. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I would say I'm just gonna go back to what we said earlier about posting your relationship online. I just really suggest not to do that. I just don't care to see it. I'm all for black love and
Mm-hmm.
just love in general. I want people to be happy in a relationship, marriage. I'm not saying don't post your mate or the things that your mate does for you or just the good things, but just let it be genuine. Don't get caught up in the hype with
Mm-hmm.
social media and these couples goals. Like again, we don't know what
What's
how
going
people
on?
really are living because again, we know a few people who post and it's like y'all ain't this like that. But
Exactly.
but who am I? You know what I'm saying?
All right.
But then again, who would really post the bad things? Of course you're gonna post all the good things.
Yeah.
But I get it.
Right.
I get it.
Right.
But all that posting, the negativity, just again, try to calm down if your spouse made you angry about something and just not air people out on social
Right.
media. If you have an issue, again, use the number, meet up, do whatever you got to do. Be careful. When I
Right.
say meet up, not fight, but just talk it out. I just don't agree with all the calling out and wanting to prove that someone is this type of way. Trust me, people will always show their true colors, including me.
Mm-hmm.
So
There you
I'm
go.
always talk about myself. So, but no, yeah, this is me. Let me start take that out. But but yeah, so that is all I have, you guys. That is all we have. Because
Mm-hmm.
it's we,
We.
not me, but
Not
we.
me, but we.
So just like, share, subscribe,
Mhm.
comment. Let us know some of the craziest things that you've seen on social media. And why do you think oversharing isn't so good? Let us know. You can inbox us, but I prefer if you comment,
Right.
please.
uh, and as always, thank you for the continuous watchers. We do it for you.
Yes, thank you. You guys have a great day.